And just like that, I was right back where that all started. On the corner of 35th Avenue and 19th Street in Westwood Park, living back at my late grandmother Hattie's house. Sitting in the very same tough place and taught me how to persevere through anything, showing me how putting in years of hard work could truly pay off. But equally the same place that taught me how in the blink of an eye you can lose it all, facing 24 of the darkest hours I've arguably ever had to face alive just after losing it all. You see, I remember it like it was just yesterday. It was in the late summer of 2002 when I was less than 24 hours removed from a much different lifestyle than the one I was accustomed to growing up in the Fort Lauderdale city limits of Broward County. Where the day-to-day wake-up calls and reminders for me were having to listen to the police sirens race-bound their way to save somebody. On their way to investigate another lifeless body unsurprisingly discarded in my beautiful coastline city by somebody were finally replaced by the sweet sounds of the birds chirping outside of my windowsill as my new alarm clock ringing off in the early mornings, warning me that it was time to rise and shine and get it together because, see, Coach Herm Outwards, he didn't tolerate his players being late for practice. You see, in the slightest bit of tardy seconds can get you heavy fines snatched up out of your check in addition to the mandatory payments owed in your U.S. taxes. Even though I could afford the hundreds of Washingtons lost up out of my check, Lord knows I didn't want any of that. Damn, I remember those good old days short-lived when I used to be a Chicago-bound and New York Jet. With the more problems due to the more money lifestyle that the notorious Big, he so artistically spoke out on that classic Life After Death album, were much more preferred than the latter. Stressing like an honorable soldier, mistakenly, dishonorably discharged after serving his and or her country for so many years, loyally in battle. I sacrificed over 15 years of my life just so my family could have a better life by successfully making it up out of my neighborhood confines alive and accepting that full scholarship ride to become a mighty griffin of the Missouri Western State College and University. A 5-year investment and commitment that ultimately catapulted me into a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that less than 1% of all humanity will ever have an opportunity of experiencing in a lifetime, to be so easily shipped back to my hometown like a FedEx package that was sent to the wrong address in the first place, all because of a mistake that started from a misunderstanding between Chad Pennington and I. It had to be a mistake. Now me sitting in my late grandmother's Hattie's living room like a real Tom Hanks castaway on the verge of being broken to the point where hopes don't have a chance of being rescued from misery's company, praying on someone or somebody to please save me. Just like the NBA did for Derrick Rose when they described in that powerful Powerade commercial, that powerful Tupac narration playing in the background when it described everyone across the globe and it said that we are all just a kid from someone. We will discover in one way or another that Winston Churchill was absolutely right when he said success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage that counts to keep going. Like when Michael Jordan was cut from his team when he was 16, but he kept going. Or when Oprah Winfrey was told by so many people she'd never make it in TV, but she kept going. There's one incredible story about this Fort Lauderdale kid I know who's incredible wrong with a pigskin and came to an abrupt end. It's amazing what happened to him when he chose to pick his pen and pad back up and he put his pain down in that poetry. Regardless how adversity corners your life story, you never give up on the rest of your life. You keep going. You watch what happens, and you keep going. Keep going. That was up.